Big reason, first, I'm Captain Ryan Innes, like you said. I'm an artillery officer in the United States Marine Corps. Just to introduce myself, my father is John Annis. He's the logistics manager. My uncle is David Annis. He works in the tubes department. And then my son was the little crazy guy on the float over here. So while I'm here, basically the entire year, 2011, I spent that entire year in Garmsur, Helmand Province in Afghanistan. It was quite a year for me, but there were a lot of things that made me thankful while I was there. While I was there, this facility here, Cedar Parks NOV, they sent lots of different care packages and things like that to me and my young Marines in my charge. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go over every single little box that NOV Cedar Parks sent me, but I am going to go over 3 items that I'm especially thankful for and that my Marines specifically wanted me to come here and thank you for. The first one was baby wipes. All right? Baby wipes might sound like, hey, we don't really use those. I use them on my son all the time, but that's pretty much it. Well, in Afghanistan, we don't have showers. All right? Where we were, an infantry company in the southern Helmand province of Afghanistan, we don't have showers. Along the Pakistani border, I was about an hour helicopter ride from where Osama bin Laden was killed. So you can imagine where we were staying. We did have showers set up, but we had tubes that went to the canal water there in Helmand province. And a lot of times when you turn the showers on, mud just came out of the spigot. So if you can imagine, we used a few things. One was water bottles. Well, what's the problem with using water bottles? Well, we use the water to drink because it's 140 degrees outside. So this facility sent enough baby wipes to the point where I had to tell my dad in July to stop sending them. All right, so, and that didn't just supply my position, that supplied 14 different positions along the main Pashte district for my company. So Alpha Company, about 250 Marines, was completely supplied for 4 months of baby wipes just by this facility. So some of you may not know that, but the fact of the matter is I was able to keep a clean butt for about a good 4 months based off this facility. All right. The second thing I want to thank, and I know there's someone specific, a couple of you specifically that did this, was Girl Scout cookies. Just a quick background, we didn't have cooks. All right. Our choice was MREs or Afghan food. Now, the Afghan food, as you can imagine, wasn't properly sanitized. All right, so if I ate the Afghan food, I was pretty much done for the next 2 days. So I literally ate Girl Scout cookies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for about a week long. I got on the mobile unit, and I traveled to the 14 different patrol bases in Alpha Company, and I supplied each patrol base with about 10 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. We literally had pictures of Marines eating Girl Scout cookies out of the box while they were on patrol. All right, so I don't know if they were specifically looking for IEDs or really worried about eating the Thin Mints on their patrols. And then the third thing is cigars. Might not sound like a lot, but the fact of the matter is when I look back on my time in Afghanistan, I don't think about my time looking for IEDs, worrying about idiots shooting at us and having to go on patrol and having the police and army shooting at each other while we're in the middle of it. I try not to look back on stuff like that because, to be honest with you, it's just not a lot of fun. But what I do like to look back on is the fact that there were so many cigars sent from this facility that every night, me and my company staff would go out, and while the Afghans were doing their prayer time and we knew that they weren't going to mess with us, we'd sit down and have a cigar. We were able to do that almost every single night from about July on to November. So, and I'm not talking cheap cigars. I specifically asked for Ashton Maduros, and those of you that are cigar smokers like Mr. Flannery will know that Ashton Maduros are about $200 a box for about 25 cigars. So I was asking for high dollar stuff. So I wanted to do something in return. So I decided to fly a flag over Kop Sharp in Garmsur District, Afghanistan. But I didn't want to just fly any flag on any day. So I chose to do it on September 11th, 2011. All right? What is that? The 10-year anniversary of 9/11. If there was one day that they were not going to mess with us over there, it was that day, I can tell you that. All right, so I took a flag, I put it up above Cop Sharp. I have a picture of me with the flag, and I'm going to present that to Alan and the NOV basically employees here today. Thank you.